I can't believe it's raining right now and the sun is shining. How often does that happen? I guess the weather can't decide right now. They looked at me, I looked at them, they looked back at me, and then they ran away. Oh shit. Good morning, guys. I just woke up. It's pretty chilly. Alright guys, it's about 8 a.m. and we are on our way. The first trail we gotta take is the Austin Mountain Trail. And first I gotta make my way back to Madison Run Road. We're in the final 3 days of our 7-day trip. 2 more nights left. This is the final stretch. So I made it back onto Madison Run Road. And yeah, it's a pretty nice road, wide. It's actually used, I think, as a fire road, so it's not a public road, but it's meant for vehicles to drive on. That man was 80 years old, and he's out here running on his birthday. I just need to walk down this road for about a half a mile until I reach the entry for Austin Mountain Trail. Alright guys, so I just got to the top of the Austin Mountain Trail and now I am on my way. I took a left onto the Rocky Top Mountain Trail and I think I'm on this trail for about 1.7 miles, so not too long. And it'll be another 2 miles or so to get to Lewis Peak, where I'll be camping tonight. Oh man, it's a beautiful day out here, hiking down Rocky Top. It's been pretty flat, so definitely appreciate that. There was just one big hill climb. Other than that, it's been very mellow. I think I'm gonna end up camping here at the summit of Lewis Peak. I found myself a really nice camp spot and it just seems really quiet up here. The one thing about this campsite that is a little troubling is there's no water source that's very near. So probably later in this afternoon I'll have to go and find a creek to get some water from. If I recall correctly, I saw one on the map that's at the very end of this Lewis Peak trail. So I'll probably keep hiking down there and then hike back up. Shouldn't be more than about a mile or 2. So after a very much needed after lunch nap, I'm feeling refreshed, and now I'm gonna go fill up my water bottles. So I'm gonna have to hike down to the end of the Lewis Peak Trail, and get my water from the stream that it crosses there. Alright, I just got back to camp, got all my water and all those things, so now I'm just gonna take the time to unwind, relax a little bit. So I just got done journaling and enjoying the beautiful view of the mountaintops. I'm a little bit worried about sleeping without the rain tarp up, but I don't think it's going to rain. It's just a bit windy. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one. I heard the wind blowing really hard and thought it might rain, so I freaked out and quickly put the rain cover on. I gotta shut my light now though, because I can see all these moths now trying to swarm me to get in through this bug net, which is kind of freaking me out. So I'll talk to you guys later and see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. So I woke up a little bit early today so I could see the sun rising behind me. It's a beautiful view and I wanted to capture it for you all. So I think I'm gonna pack up my camp, brush my teeth, and do everything I need to do, and then maybe come back out here and enjoy the view a little bit more. It's just nice and windy up here. It feels good. The sun is shining, and I'm feeling very, very relaxed right now. So I'm all packed up and ready to hit the trails again. So we got 3.5 miles down this rocky top trail. Also, just so you know, my batteries are running pretty low. I only have 3 fully charged GoPro batteries at this point, so I'm gonna have to use them sparingly. This is the Big Run Portal Trail. According to the itinerary, this is where we're supposed to find a place to camp once we hit the bridge, which is about half a mile away. I'm gonna try and hike up as far as possible and adjust the itinerary a little bit. That way I can maybe get some more miles in. The downhill was kind of hard because it was so steep, and you had to watch your step everywhere. Definitely have the energy in me to keep going for several more miles. In fact, it's only 10:20 a.m. So I've reached the juncture where the Big Run Portal Trail meets up with the Patterson Ridge Trail, and then the Big Run Loop Trail. And so those are the options that I'm contemplating. I decided to take a break here and have a look at the map, change out of these wet damp socks because I got a dry pair in my backpack, and then have some lunch. It's about 11:53 a.m. Alright, so I think I'm gonna hike up to the Patterson Ridge Trail and find a place to camp there. That's gonna be the main thing for me, is trying to find a place to camp because most of the trail is on the ridgeline. Not quite sure what there are gonna be any good flat spots to camp on. Luckily I'm hammock camping, so some of the flatness requirements aren't as hard and fast. So I guess we'll find out once we get up there. If it's not looking so good, there might be a point where we need to turn back and just come back here. But yeah, that's what we're gonna try and do. But there's no water source up there, so I'm gonna have to get all my water from up here. So I'm gonna try and chug all my water, make sure I'm hydrated before I get up there. And then make sure all my bottles are filled as well, just like yesterday. So that'll be the plan. So I just got all my bottles filled up, everything I need to spend the night up on Patterson Ridge, and I'm gonna be headed there right now. Hey guys, so it looks like some people before me had wanted to also camp at the top, at the peak of Patterson Ridge Trail, and they marked the territory by creating a circle with all these dead branches. So seems like a good spot to set up camp for tonight. You can see that there's even an old fire pit here. So they sure did leave a mess, which, since tonight is my last night, I'll be happy to carry those off for them. Just so you know, people, though, it's not cool when you leave your trash behind. Teriyaki beef jerky. Alright, so we're gonna clean up after these guys and then set up our own camp and start relaxing for the day. So right as my water started boiling over the fire, it started raining. So luckily I got the oatmeal in. Fire seems to still be going, but might be a good time to let it go out. I don't know how long this rain is gonna last. Seems like every time it rains here, it only lasts for like a couple minutes. So, but yeah, I mean, it's always enough to send you inside and take cover, which is kind of annoying, but also it's part of being in nature. So I'm gonna enjoy my dinner now, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. So it turns out that I spoke way too soon because there is a downpour happening right now. And yes, it's raining a lot. There's like a light sprinkle, and it's pretty much impossible to keep everything dry at this point. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and pack things up and get out of here as quickly as possible. Alright, so it kept on raining. Everything is still very wet. I'm gonna miss this fireplace that I built with the little stool. I'm definitely getting some Jurassic Park vibes out of this right now. It's very uncomfortable in terms of how wet it is, but it's very cool to watch. This is by far the wettest day that there has been this week, and I am by far the most soaked I have been this week. I'm glad it happened on the last day though, because that means that I get to dry at my destination. This is it, the final stretch. We're on the Appalachian Trail. There's probably about 3 or 4 miles on this trail, and then we should be reaching back to the Doyles River parking lot where I have my car parked. So I'll be able to rest easy. We made it, guys. That's 7 days.